Ase MP and former Minority Chief Whip says the party will secure about 32% of the Ashanti region's votes in the December elections and labeled the New Patriotic Party's aim for 85% as unattainable and overly ambitious. Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka noted that the NDC's worst performance has always been around 20% of the votes in the Ashanti region since 1992, making an increase to 32% plausible. The MP spoke to Joy News after a meeting with the Tafo Pankrono NDC parliamentary candidates, Zongo chiefs and religious leaders in the area. Mahmoud Mohammed Nuruddin has more.
The Asawasi Member of Parliament, Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka, questions the feasibility of the MPP strategy to achieve 85%, given the NDC's consistent historical performance in the region.
Believe me, if you look at our worst performance, take the last 30 years, and take the worst performance that we've had in this region, it's nowhere near to 15%. Our worst performance in the region has always been hovering around 20%. So, with all the struggle that is so glaring, are you going to deny us from voting, or how are you going to get the 85%? In fact, I heard somebody was screaming behind when he was talking about 85%. That was 100%, and I thought this person is coming from some kind of place other than this. The reality is that I'm very optimistic that this time around, we've always done 25, 28%. I'm very, very optimistic that this time NDC should be able to get at least about 32% of the votes in Asante.
He also states that the NDC is not intimidated by the MPP's running mate, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh.
I mean, when you are talking about people who know what strategy is, you don't take people who, when they finish winning their primaries, they are in parliament. Because they don't really go through tough election. Once you finish winning primaries, you are in parliament. You don't know what strategy is. You don't know how hard work, how mobilization is done. And I can bet you, I mean, this is not a scary thing at all to us in NDC, I mean, the day of his inauguration, I thought I could have done far better than he did. I'm not an MPP. I'm not to advise. If it is me, he should continue messing up so that we'll take full advantage of that. But the reality is that we are not scared at all about what he's capable of doing. We know each other. We know our capabilities. We are equally up to the task, and we are very optimistic that this election is for us to lose, not for them.
The NDC's parliamentary candidate for Tafo Pankrono constituency, Samuddin Mohammed Kamil, explains that the meeting is to connect with community leaders, understand their concerns, and identify their needs ahead of the 2024 general election.
We have realized that we have a chunk of our constituency being the Zongo community, and we are not going to leave anyone as far as this election is concerned. This is not the only program. We have a program where we meet the clergy, where we meet the pastors and other things, to discuss with them what they really need for us to do for them. Because in our politics, yes, definitely we have our idea, we have what we want to bring on board. However, they may also have their peculiar needs that we need to hear from them. So it is not always about we telling them what we are going to do for them. It is also about negotiating with them, letting us know what they really need in their community.
After the meeting, they identified key issues affecting the constituents, including unpaid or underpaid Islamic teachers, youth unemployment, and the rising cost of living. Despite facing tough competition in the constituency, Samuddin remains hopeful about defeating the current Member of Parliament, Vincent Eko, whom he accuses of being absent and ineffective in addressing the needs of the constituency.
We are not strictly going into this line of political, nothing has changed. The things are that the people are looking at their living condition, the people are looking at whether the MP is able to sell and bring whatever they need in the constituency, whether the MP is accessible for him to know what they need, whether the MP is able to collaborate with the the municipal to bring development within the community, our roads, our education system, our employment and other things. These are the real things that the people are looking at, and this is what lawyer is bringing on board.
A report by Mohamed Nuruddin.